What's up, guys? This is Mikey Goodfellas7 with Goodfellas Gaming. I hope you guys are having a great Friday today. Going forward, the last video I put up was featuring what I think is the best operator in the game, which is Pulse. Now I'm going to show you Gridlock today. Reason why I'm going to show you this is because I'm going to go over 3 operators that you can bring into any operation on critical difficulty and completely wipe the house. So going forward, we're going to Nome, Alaska. Like I said, we're playing on critical difficulty, and we're using Gridlock. Now, Gridlock, when she's fully leveled up to level 10, she has some pretty OP, mines, I guess you could say, that you can throw down, and they'll kill enemies fairly quickly. They also explode depending on how many enemies are on the trap itself. So as you see here, I'm going right in, taking a look around, seeing what's happening, trying to knock out as many bloaters as I can right now. Obviously I get noticed, but again, it's okay if you get noticed, you just have to act quickly. Now as you can see here, with the nest being alarmed, I'm getting pretty much jumped, but I'm handling it, and I'm slowly moving. The longer you stay in one area, that's the faster you're gonna die. Movement is life, as they would say in World War Z. So going forward, just kind of looking around, clearing as many nests as I can, getting to my objective. This objective is biopsy. So right now I'm honestly trying to get noticed so the biopsy targets actually come out and play with me so I can knock them out. As you can see here, I'm grabbing some more supplies, looking around, taking out nests. Honestly, I think what they should do is they should add a veteran difficulty mode, because in my opinion, critical is fairly easy once you get used to the game, especially when you bring in paralysis grenades. Paralysis grenades would have worked out better in my last video with Pulse. Unfortunately, I brought in C4, but this time around with Gridlock, I brought in paralysis. To help me with the bigger guys, especially on critical difficulty. You're going to see a lot of apexes and a lot of smashers, and of course tormentors and all the other guys. So as you can see here, I'm having kind of a hard time trying to find everybody, or find the objective. I believe it's they're tormentors. Yeah. Okay. And obviously when you play on solo difficulty, you only have to knock out 1 biopsy. When you play with 3 people, I believe it's 3 biopsy targets. Moving on to the next subzone, we're going to be doing triangulation. Triangulation on solo is, again, very easy. Just got to take your time. But going forward, I'm looking around for supplies, looking around for nests, until I come across one of the objectives. And the great part about triangulation is when you get close enough, you'll see a little bell pop up, and that tells you, you're getting closer, because you can hear the sound that the triangulation devices make. As you can see here, caustic sprawl, not a big deal when you have the react laser. If you don't have the react laser, then you might have to use a little bit more ammo to knock out the sprawl. But the cool thing about Gridlock is what I'm going to do is throw down a Gridlock trap here, and it knocks out all of the sprawl. You can use those charges to knock out sprawl, and you basically stagnate the apexes. Apexes hate being blinded and trapped. So let's say you bring in, stun grenades and Gridlock. If you throw a stun grenade and then a Gridlock charge or a Gridlock trap, they're pretty much fucked. I mean, the apexes seem intimidating, but they're not. If you bring in the right gear, you can really shut them the fuck down. As you can see here, I'm going to use a couple paralysis and another Trax. Easy. Easy. Honestly, I think the most intimidating enemies in this game are tormentors and apexes. Smashers are pretty slow, so it's fairly easy to get around them, especially if you triangulate between 3 people. But yeah, I mean, going forward, very easy, you know. Just looking at where all the triangulation is. I decided to start it because I don't want to waste any more ammo on those little guys in there. And since I cleared out the other 2 triangulation devices, all I got to do is run back to them and turn them on. When you play solo, you have a minute and a half to get everything done. So you have plenty of time. Just make sure you clear out all the triangulation areas. At least 2 of them, you know, just so it makes it a little bit easier for you and you don't get hit or use more ammo than you need to. So, like that, triangulation is done. Critical difficulty looks like nothing, right? Especially when you bring in, you know, these certain operators can really make these playthroughs stupidly easy. I mean, stupidly easy. I mean, if you bring in Pulse and Gridlock, and maybe just another random operator, you'll still do amazing. Gridlock is great for area control. Pulse is great for recon. So you know exactly where all the nests are, and you have all the traps in the world to manage your situation. Obviously here, I didn't care about the caustic sprawl because I almost have 200 health. So I'm just running through it, knocking out the target. Making my way, this is shut down, so I'm making my way to the bomb, which is of course at extraction. Clear out all the nests around the bomb and extraction, makes it easier for when you want to leave. I've come across many playthroughs where, you know, you leave the if you leave the extraction full of nests, and let's say you get noticed a little bit, you know, further away from extraction, and you're trying to hightail it out, you're kind of fucked. And as you can see here, again, I use the paralysis and the traps. And that, I mean, probably the easiest Apex kill you saw in this gameplay so far. So I clear out extraction, clear out all the nests. Even though it's shut down, it's good to clear out nests. Even though they grow back, it's good to clear them out. It's less pressure on you. It's less pressure on your teammates. And it's, you know, makes the run a lot easier. I know a lot of people try to speed run this game. This game is not made for speed running. I mean, I get it. I mean, solo, you can probably speed run it pretty well. But, you know, when you're playing, you know, Maelstrom or, you know, with other players, you gotta take your time. If you take your time, you're gonna realize you're probably one of the only ones that are left alive, you know, compared to the other guys that are trying to speed through it or get kills or, you know, do studies, whatever the case may be. You gotta be careful. So as you can see here, I throw down a bunch of the gridlock traps because I know there's at least 2 Apexes, if not 3 around this map. Nome, Alaska's pretty, it's filled with a lot of wild enemies, considering that the infestation is also critical. Now, as you can see, I'm clearing out all of the area here. I'm clearing out as much as I can. That's the same tormentor that was attacking me before, so I know it's just one tormentor. I know most of the nests are taken out so far. So instead of, you know, trying to, I guess you could say, stay in one place, I'm moving around, I'm taking out as much as I can. Regardless if the nests grow back, regardless. I mean, either way, you get XP from it, right? You get points from it. You can do studies from it. And not only that, it helps you out in the long run. It keeps you alive, regardless that they grow back. The best part is if they're not, you know, if they're not alerted, then obviously you don't have to worry about them, you know, spawning enemies. But still, if you do alert them, it's good to take them out beforehand. This is a prime example of that. So obviously a tormentor followed me from the bomb area, and I had to, you know, he alerted the nests that were near the extraction, so I had to take care of him. I think what happened previously is I dropped the bomb when I was getting attacked by that Apex, and if you drop the bomb in solo, the bomb will go right back to extraction. compared to playing with 3 other players online. If you drop the bomb, it's okay. But on solo, if you drop the bomb for I think more than like 5 or 10 seconds, it resets. Cool thing is that obviously with the bomb itself, you only need to plant 1 bomb when you're by yourself. Right now I'm just basically trying to get more XP. I've already finished all the objectives. I'm kind of just almost harassing these apexes. I think at this point I take out this guy and leave. Yep, take out this guy, leave. I don't need to take any more damage than I need to, and I don't need to risk my self-revive kit. But either way, just to kind of go over the loadout here, I think the M249 saw is one of the best gridlock weapons that you can bring in. 1, because of ammo capacity, and 2, because of damage. Obviously, paralysis grenades, self-revive kit is also critical. You know, if you want to stay alive longer, especially if you get jumped or in a bad situation. But that's pretty much it, guys. I really appreciate you guys watching. If you guys have any tips or tricks, let me know in the comments below. Or if you have an operator that you think is working out great for you and it's been amazing, let me know in the comments as well. I'd love to hear about it, maybe go over it. But other than that, guys, thank you for watching. This is Mikey Goodfella 7 from Goodfellas Gaming. Have a great Friday, and we'll see you next time.